What's happening, Lindor? Welcome back to Hard Copy. Hope you all had a fun weekend, fun and safe action, and congrats to the senior.
Well, thanks, Ireland. I'm your host and anchor, Z.
I'm David Mahmood. Yeah.
And I'm your other head anchor, Ireland Cash.
Do we all agree that doing drugs is bad for you? We all know it, but we still do them. What about weed, marijuana, the devil's lettuce, whatever you want to call it? Is it truly bad for you? Science and mom seem to differ.
Okay.
Grass.
Right. The ganja.
Ganja.
So with that introduction, I bring us to this week's topic. Should weed be legalized?
Weed is legal in California and many other states, but the argument we're presenting today is between medical marijuana and recreational marijuana. Why do some people approve of it, even though it's the exact same thing?
That's a good point. And that's right. After doing a small survey, hard copy producers noticed that there was a big difference on approval between the two different types of drugs, even though they're the exact same thing. Please be noted that hard copy is merely presenting the argument and not taking sides. So please don't get mad at us in the comments. Get mad at the scriptwriters.
So here to talk with us is an average GHS student, David Moses.
Yep, that's my name.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
Do you guys have trash?
We are the trash, actually. Anyway, so let's start off with a broad question for you. Please answer according to science and not ideology. Is there a difference between medical and recreational marijuana?
Well, I mean, if the effects are the same, then I guess not. It's just the morality and how much you got to pay for it.
Good point. Good one. And the purpose.
What about from an economical standpoint? How does legalization of weed affect the country?
Revenue?
Is that even a question?
Yeah, I know, man.
According to our research, the legalization of weed would create jobs and sin tax could be placed on it and increase government revenue, like you said. Is that enough to convince the people to open up to this, like, idea of dispensaries?
We gamble, we smoke, we drink all the time, so why not? Just keep going.
What's stopping us now? All right, so what about you? Would you support having a cannabis dispensary in your town?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I suppose so. That way I can just judge people openly instead of, behind their backs.
Well, we do have vape shops and things like that. So.
Oh, no, I still judge those guys openly, too, so just
okay.
add more to the mix,
Yeah, just pepper some more in. Okay.
Yeah.
So according to Adam Conover's research from the popular show Adam Ruins Everything, he stated that any sort of marijuana in kids' brains or young adults is extremely bad for you. And he says if you're under 25, smoking weed can lead to memory problems and poor cognitive functioning.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ireland.
To add on to that, the real highlight of this research was the reason why it was made illegal, pot. According to Martin Booth from Cannabis, A History, Commissioner Harry Ansling from the Federal Bureau of Narcotics made marijuana illegal as a matter of racism. Ansling was getting funding cut, so he demonetized the drug in order to regain the funding for the agency.
That's how it's done. I mean,
Never better said.
yeah, right.
So I guess our question is, why is it still illegal? It's not like science is hiding something about the effects of the drug. What do you guys say about that?
So your question is why?
Why?
Is it
Yeah,
still
why do you think it's illegal?
illegal?
Yeah.
Sorry, all the questions are tangents.
Well, I mean, alcohol did go through this little time era called the Prohibition, in case
Yeah.
haven't heard of that. But that's kind of what we would be in right now, our dry spell of medical or recreational marijuana. So, I mean, we just gotta move with the times,
Yeah. So eventually it's gonna become legal throughout the state. country.
If people realize that they should be allowed to, make their own decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how little we should trust them, but also that we can gain money off of their mistakes.
That's the American way.
Right? That's
Makes
how it's
sense.
done here.
Makes sense.
What are we, Russia?
Apparently not. can be better protected. Okay, but what I guess hurts the most was how Richard Nixon's White House responded to it. One of his advisors said, and I quote, "We knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black, but by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those people. We could arrest their leaders, raid their homes, break up their meetings, and vilify them night after night on the evening news. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did." By that quote there was John Erlichaman. What do you think of that in my pronunciation?
Well, we see how the end of the Nixon administration came because, you know, he did kind of resign with the whole scandal and everything. So I don't know how well we can judge the words of the Nixon administration, especially in today's day and age when we aren't exactly hippies or fighting the same types of racial discrimination.
I see. And even though white and black people smoke basically the same rate, black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana, according to this paper.
Oh, well, that's not marijuana's fault.
Marijuana's just trying to live, man.
Yeah.
The racist anti-drug laws that Nixon and Anslinger created still punish minorities to this day.
So what do you think should the next step be in alleviating this problem? What should be done about this? Is the legalization of weed the way to go, or is it like some other way to solve this?
If there's another way, tell me. I'm pretty sure it's just to legalize it federally because even though it may be legal statewide, any FBI agent could just bust in for some random reason and start smelling some skunk and hope that it's something else.
Yeah. Right.
So legalize it on a nationwide level.
Exactly.
I prefer smelling weed.
That's right. Next week we're off the air again for spring break. And be sure to watch
I'll be
out
here.
for a standalone segment we did on the Tarn Media channel. Have a fantastic spring break.
Woo! That's a wrap for us today. Thanks so much for joining us. And thanks for...
Coming on the show, Dave.
Yes. Yes.
If you would like to send us your thoughts on this topic or a letter to the producers, be sure to email us at ghshardcopy@gmail.com. Or if you would like to know our bibliography, it's down there in the description.
When was the last time this was washed?
Never.
Yeah.
Steel stains. I'm Z.
This is my cup.
I'm Z.
And I'm Ireland Cash.
And this has been Hard
I see how it is.
Smells like syrup.
That's David.
No, that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
That's
Bye,
hard
guys.
copy.
Okay, cut that.
Stay
and
classy,
make it
Glendora.
super-
Welcome to the battlefield.